Yo, what's good, my family? Y'all know what it is. It is for the podcast. We back in the building once again. Brand new episode for you. Once again, my brother in the building. Y'all see the name. Y'all give him some love, man. What's good, bro?
What's good? How we feeling on this Monday, man? How you feeling?
Hey, man, you know what it is. We back, man. We got another episode. We told people this is gonna be just something that we're gonna keep consistent, man. We got to keep it consistent. So here we are. Let's get it. I'm ready, bro. You know what? We gonna jump right into it, man. I don't know if you follow it much. March Madness starts tomorrow. Tomorrow for the teams that's playing in the playing games. So I don't know if you've been hearing the outcry that's been going on about certain teams being in and certain teams not being in. So first thing I'm gonna say is, have you heard any of the talk that's been going on?
Come on now, bro.
I gotta ask the question.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Nah, I'm not even gonna fake like I know anything. No, I haven't.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll fill you in on it. If you've watched college basketball this year, a lot of the outcry falls on my team. If you know who I'm a fan of the Tar Heels. Always been.
Wait, hold on. Before you go any further, were you surprised that they got in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's why I brought that up. I was surprised. The reason that I was surprised is not going to be the reason that people think, though. The reason that I was surprised we got in because I didn't like the way the season played out. As far as us being a talented team, that's not a question. We are a talented team. Have we played like we've been talented all season? Hell no. Absolutely not. If you've watched North Carolina basketball this season, you see a team that was selfish, out of whack, not playing for each other, all that, all year. Our best player has been trash all season after being preseason All-American and preseason being second as far as like being voted to be ACC Player of the Year. He's been trash this year. But you've been in college for 5 years. People figured it out. It happens. Shit. He's a 5'11" guard. He's not an NBA level player. I'm just going to keep it at that. But when it came to tournament time, a lot of people were upset, and it sounds like they're upset because North Carolina got in, and some teams that they felt were more deserving didn't get in, a la West Virginia. West Virginia and Indiana has been the main talk as far as teams that should have got in that didn't get in. So I don't know if I can tell you right now, I've watched a few of Indiana and West Virginia games. I watched all the Carolina games. Give me your thoughts on that. I know you haven't watched it that much, but I know you've heard some of it because it's been talked about for the last 2 days as far as North Carolina getting in.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I was hella surprised seeing like North Carolina get in. I haven't watched like too many college games, but I watched a few North Carolina games. Obviously, all the Duke games with North Carolina. Didn't really see too much of the ACC tournament, but I did watch. Like I said, I did watch the Duke and the North Carolina game in the tournament. And like the record and seeing like who y'all beat, who y'all lost to, and really just how y'all looked in general in certain games. Like, it just looked like it don't look like the North Carolina teams that I'm accustomed to seeing. Obviously, Hubert Davis. I know a lot of y'all Tar Heel fans, calling for his job, stuff like that. Like that's sad. It's no way in hell that team is supposed to be limping into the NCAA tournament. I feel, but that's really all I got to say on that.
Um, the reason I brought it up has been a lot of outcry about it. As far as, like I said, those three teams, especially North Carolina, Indiana, West Virginia. That's been the whole discussion going on. Um, and it's going back to the quad one wins. If people don't know what quad one wins are, it goes back to I guess you could say the way the committee set it up. They wanted to make it easier to choose who gets in and who stays out based on who they play. Um, and the crazy thing is, this is how it's set up. When they refer to quad one games, it's if you're playing at home, it's if you're playing a team in the top 30 of the net, basically the NCAA evaluation tool. If it's a neutral court, they have to be in the top 50, or if you're away playing an away game, they have to be in the top 75.
Right.
So North Carolina played 13 quad one games this season. They only won one of them. That was against UCLA. That was a neutral site game. I was looking at Indiana's resume. They had 17 quad one games. They won four of them. They beat Penn State. It was an away game. How many people think Penn State is a good team? Thank you. That's what I need to know. Penn State went 16-15 this year. Just letting people know.
Wait, they got in the tournament?
Penn State, no.
Oh,
No. Their
I
second.
ain't even really looked at the brackets for real, for real.
That's what I'm saying. Their second quad one win was against Ohio State. Ohio State went 17-15. Are they a good team? That's for you to debate. Now, the other two wins, I give them that. They won against Michigan State and they won against Purdue. They won against Michigan State on the road. So I give them credit for that one. But the problem is, other than those games, the schedule is weak. Like everybody talked about the Big Ten and the SEC being power conferences as far as basketball goes this season. The SEC was justified. The SEC was a murderer's row as far as college basketball goes. But every other metric leaned towards North Carolina having a better resume than Indiana. Their out of conference strength of schedule was in like almost 160. North Carolina was 5. Like if you want to look at North Carolina quad one games, I'll pull them up for you in a second. It's honestly, it's not even close as far as who played tougher teams. Like I'll pull it up for you right now. This is just only the quad one games for North Carolina this season. At Kansas, neutral site against Auburn, neutral site against Michigan State, at home against Alabama, neutral site against Florida, neutral site against UCLA, at Louisville, at Wake Forest, at Pittsburgh. They played at Clemson, and they played 3 games against Duke. How many games, if you just take an average team in college basketball and they played those 13 games, how many of those they win? Exactly. And if you look at it, I'm an objective fan. I love North Carolina, but I'm an objective fan. We've been an average team all season. We only won one of those games. When we played against Michigan State, I believe that game went to overtime. We lost 94-91. We played Florida. We was leading with like 5 minutes to go in that game, and then
I
blew
remember.
it towards the end. When we played Duke the first time, they beat the shit out of us. which that was expected. I expected Duke to beat us every time we played them this season. Like I had already said that. If you think I'm lying, go back. There's a Duke fan that knows what I'm talking about. I said before the season even started, if they don't win the national championship, then we're gonna have some conversations about Duke. Um,
We're gonna get to that.
yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Second time we played Duke, we played them at home. Tough game, but Duke was the more talented team. They got a projected number 1 overall pick. Um, they got a projected probably another top 10 pick on the team, which I think the center, I think his name is Malawach or something like that. I think he just didn't get to show off his talent this year, but I think he an animal as far as that goes. And then technically their best player in all the games against North Carolina was Con Knipple.
Hold on, wait. Let me cut you off for a minute because I see people commenting on Facebook.
Go ahead.
Listen, I am a Florida football fan. I'm not a Florida basketball fan. I root for them, but I am not a Florida basketball fan. I'm not going to act like I like Florida basketball. But I do think they are the most complete team in the tournament. They have everything you need to win it. So, I mean, in Alabama's not winning it all. They got a shot, but they not winning it all. We're not doing that.
This is what I'm gonna say about Alabama as far as basketball goes. Really good team, really solid team. But if you look at that team, they remind me of the Knicks.
Who you talking about?
Alabama.
Yeah, the point guard, he played like Brunson.
They remind me of the Knicks. The reason I say that is because if the starter's not playing 35 minutes, they ain't got no chance.
Well, yeah. But I'm not going to lie, though, man. I'm not going to sit up here and say, like, I don't think, well, if it's like a clear favorite, well, I don't think it's a clear favorite. But I do think Florida should be the favorite. But I do feel that anybody can win it this year. That's how I feel. Anybody can win it. Because like we said before, it's not the best team in the NCAA tournament don't always win. It's all about matchups and who get hot that day and which player get hot. All it really takes is for one player to take over a game in the NCAA tournament, and stars are born in March Madness. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
If anybody know that, it should be Duke fans. They don't.
Oh, for sure. And my thing with Duke, let me ask you this. I don't know how serious Cooper Flag injury is, but let's just say, obviously he plays. Do you feel that? How do you feel about them winning the championship?
I don't see it. I think if they play to their potential, if every team played to their potential, I'll give you my final four as far as like if every team played at their best every game, I would say Florida, Duke,
Auburn
would be in.
What about St. John's?
I like St. John's.
Red Storm, baby.
I like St. John's.
Shout out Meta World Peace. I mean, he was running our test with St. John's, but shout out my guy and Felipe Lopez.
I like St. John's, but they gonna be tough. I think the biggest problem for St. John's is they got put in the bracket with Florida.
I'm not gonna lie. I like that matchup.
The problem is their second round game could be either Kansas or Arkansas. Like, bro, what the hell?
So, my guy said he thinks 5 teams can win it. The rest can't. Florida, Duke, Auburn, St. John's, and Michigan State. He got his dark horse as Texas Tech.
I like Michigan State, but I can't see them winning it.
He said Texas Tech will shock the world. You heard it here. I want a shout out if they run it. I bet I got you. I got you, Jay. I got you,
Tech
bro.
is tough, bro. Texas Tech is tough.
I got
Um,
you for sure.
the team that's gonna shock the world for me is gonna be McNeese. Just putting that out there.
What seed are they?
They are 12. They played Clemson first game.
Hey, but you want to know what's crazy though? Like, it's always like a 12 seed that's beating a 5 seed. I
Oh,
think that's probably I could be wrong, but I
every
think the 12 seed
year,
has the most upsets.
every year at least one 12 seed wins. Every year.
Nah, Drake ain't doing that, bro. Stop.
So
Well, you never know.
we're gonna see. But if I had to pick a team that could get hot and make a run, that's tough. That's tough. Mm, I'm gonna just go with it. I gotta go with my Arizona. I'm gonna just go with it.
They in Duke bracket, right? They've been up and down, man.
They have, but remember,
I know why you saying that. I know why you saying
you
that.
know, you know.
If he get hot,
Hey,
but Caleb, bro, he's
he
streaky.
I'm gonna say this. He played his best basketball of the season in the last 2 weeks. So if he can keep that going, they're gonna be in a good spot. But I like that their center, he's really good. But they got guards that can play.
How
Um,
do you
I
let me ask you about this? How you feel about that? I think who UConn got in the 8-9?
think Oklahoma,
How do you feel like potentially UConn playing Florida?
Florida dog walking the
Dog walking them.
movies. Dog walking, bro. I'm sorry. They look, bro. I I tell people this, and I know everybody most people picking Florida to be the favorites, and it's justified. Like you got literally three guards that can take over games at any time. You got four big men that could rotate into the game and keep bodies fresh. Like you got Handglotton, you got Condon, you got Chinny, and you got
Wait, what's his name? Is his name Chinny Lou?
Chinny or something like that.
I think it's Chinny Lou, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And you got Thomas Hall, who I think he might be the best one out of the four. He just, hey, I think he the best one out of all four of them. But that's just me. Um, but that's four big men and three guards that can control the game. And look, bro, it every once in a while you come across one of them players that just look like he got that it factor. And Walter Clayton, yeah, bro.
Hey, this is like most complete team in college basketball, bro.
Absolutely. I
Complete
would I
team.
would say if you ask me if you ask me to pick the three most complete teams in the tournament right now, it would be Florida first. I would say Duke second, and my third one, I really want to say Auburn, but that losing streak they went on at the end of the season got me a little concerned. Um,
I think they built for March Madness though. I mean, yeah, they built for it. He said who's gonna be the first team to get upset?
Clemson,
You got Clemson.
just because they playing McNeese, but um, I'm looking at the if I'm looking at matchups and just looking at the teams and how these games could go, uh, I could say Ole Miss because I think North Carolina can beat them, but I'm not gonna be a homer. So I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say
I already got mine.
Who is in that game?
I got mine.
Oh, that's the Midwest. Who's in the Midwest? Ooh, Xavier in Texas. Uh, go with yours, and then I'll
You
get.
want mine?
I have two that I want to say, but I'm gonna let you go with yours.
I got. Man, where is it? I got. Hold on. Fuck, I lost it. Let me go back to it. I got. Damn, if I can get to it, I got High Point over Purdue.
Ooh, hey, hey, that's not a bad pick right there. I'll give you mine. I have two games that I'm looking out for.
You
The
said you
first,
got A&M or Tennessee.
wait, say that again.
Upset. Who will be first team upset? He said I'm saying. He said I'm saying A&M or Tennessee.
A&M playing Yale, and Tennessee. Ain't Tennessee a 2 seed? I hope you don't have Tennessee losing to Wofford.
Hey, bro, anything can happen.
I mean, it can, but I don't think so.
Hey, I would say this: keep your eye on that Oregon and Liberty game.
No, I think that'll be a good game. If I had to pick two, my first one, I'm gonna go with Iowa State and Lipscomb. Keep an eye on that game. Iowa State lost one of their best players on the perimeter.
I got one for you. I got one for you. I want you to pick this game. Who you got? Kansas or Arkansas?
I got Kansas.
Arkansas getting Boogie Flam back.
Yeah, I think it'll help, but I got Kansas.
You don't think Cal not gonna make? You don't think he gonna make noise this year? Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year, not this year.
Not this year. I think it got to give him another year.
But it don't matter who win that game. They lose in the second round, so it don't really matter. Uh,
Can Bill Self make a run
no, not this year. Not playing. Not playing.
next year though?
Not playing St. John's
Hey,
in
bro,
huh.
next year they may have the best player in college basketball. Salute to AJ, but Kansas may. It's like 1A, 1B next year for our freshmen. I don't know because I'm like back and forth because bro, AJ is like he could play in the league now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the guy that's going to Kansas, what's his name? Darren? What's his name? Let me see.
Know who you talking about? When they matched up, he had 55.
Yeah, Darren Peterson.
Crazy. The crazy thing is, people talk about his 55. They forget that AJ had 42 and like he had 42 and like what 15 rebounds or something like that. Like they was going at it. The I will say this: Darren Peterson, he a better scorer than AJ.
Bro.
AJ more, I would say he's a more well-rounded player.
AJ is more well-rounded, but Darren Peterson, bro, he got it, bro.
I think honestly, I believe AJ is a better version of what Ace Bailey is right now. Like, if you look at Ace Bailey, Ace can score from anywhere. 3-level scorer. He can
Yeah,
rebound. He could defend.
yeah, sure.
Problem is, when it comes to passing the ball, he like Michael Porter Jr. So
Hey man, you funny. So you funny, but no, but seriously though. So like, you want to do Final Four picks or like what you want to do?
hey, bro, we can do it. I'm gonna be a
All
I'm
right. So looking at the bracket,
gonna be a homer on the Final Four picks. I
of
got
course you're gonna be a homer.
I got North Carolina in the Final Four. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Who bracket y'all in? Hold on, let me look at.
We in the South, so we in the same region as Auburn. Auburn and Michigan State. I want that rematch with Michigan State. I think we can beat them. I don't care.
I got, I got,
You doing Final Four?
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I got Florida. I don't know, man. I like St. John's, dog.
Hey, bro, stand on that.
But bro, I can't. I can't pick. I can't go against. I can't go against. Clayton, bro. I can't. A guard like that, come turning time, is dangerous. And I'm not. Trying to be a homer because I love Florida football. Obviously, I said I'm not a Florida basketball fan, but I don't really have a team. I don't have a team in college basketball, but I'm gonna go Florida one. Um, shit. Ooh.
Ain't easy, bro.
Oh man, bro. Why? I'm gonna go Michigan State,
Okay.
Florida. Mm, Houston and Duke. So I basically got 3 1 seeds and 1 2 seed.
Okay. For me, I'm going Florida, Auburn, Arizona,
Michael, a North Carolina fan, bro.
Florida, Auburn, Arizona. This last one,
I low key wanted to pick Marquette.
to beat Michigan State.
I wanted to, but I was like, nah, because I like Cam. I like that guard Cam.
I can't do it. But give me, like I said, Florida, Auburn. I don't like that Arizona pick. That bracket tough, but I'm gonna stick with it. Florida, Auburn, Arizona. Ooh,
Hold on, bro. I might take that. I might take that one from you. I might take that Zona one.
I don't want that. I don't want to make this pick because they uh, much as I like Houston, I love Kelvin Sampson as a coach. Love him. Mm.
Man, if you don't pick the
Florida,
Crimson Tide,
it's Florida, Auburn, Arizona, Tennessee.
Tennessee go to the Final Four, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm not. Take Tennessee out. Florida, Auburn, Arizona, Gonzaga. I'm locking it in.
Any switch ups? Any switch ups? You going?
No, I'm gonna stick with that.
One in the five, one in the five. Oh, so is Cooper Flag for sure playing?
No, he's playing. He's gonna be there. Um, it's a sprained ankle though, so you just never know how he's gonna respond until he out there.
Yeah, he should be good. He should be good.
But Malik Brown not playing. He the one that
I,
had,
I think I, I think I, I think I'm gonna steal that one from you. I'm gonna put Zona. Oh, I'm gonna put Zona in my Final Four. Guard play is key.
absolutely.
So I got Michigan State, Florida, Zona, and Houston.
Houston, I just feel like Houston gonna let me down, but I really want to pick them, but
Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee can't score. And as far as national championship picks, yeah, Auburn, they got some dogs. I mean, everybody on their team is over like 22, except Pettiford. But they've been slacking lately. Auburn been slacking lately.
Zona and Florida championship game takes the crown.
I got Florida and Houston. Florida winning it all. We won the SEC and started chilling.
I don't want to hear that we won the SEC and started chilling because y'all weren't chilling when the tournament happened, and then y'all.
Hey, so all right, we got that out. We got that out the way. What we discussing next, man? I'm ready to discuss whatever.
All right, before we go basketball, NBA basketball, we're gonna switch up to football real quick. Did you see what Cincinnati did with them?
They re-signed Chase and Higgins.
How you feel about that?
I mean, you can't lose them, but damn, like, sheesh. What was the numbers on that again?
Jamar was 4 years.
It was like 116, right?
It was a lot. No, Jamar was a one. Man, what was it? 4 years, 160.
Yes, sir. My God.
Yeah, Jamar was 4 years, 161 million, 112 guaranteed.
Damn.
T. Higgins was 4 years, 115 million, and his was guaranteed for the first 2 years.
So, do you think T. Higgins got overpaid?
Absolutely.
How many receivers? Wait, is he a top 15 receiver?
Oh, absolutely not.
Top 20?
I don't even think he top 20.
Damn. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He probably is top 20.
I don't think he top 20. You got to think about it, bro. It's a lot of receivers out here.
I think.
All right, I'll do this for you since we brought it up. He's the topic of discussion. We're gonna rattle off some names.
All right.
You gonna let me know if you taking this player.
I got you. I already know.
All right, so we're gonna start at the top. Jamar Chase.
I'm taking Chase.
Okay. Justin Jefferson.
Taking JJ.
Okay. CD Lamb.
Lamb.
Okay. AJ Brown.
AJ.
Okay. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I mean, they two different receivers, but I would take Amon-Ra.
Okay. Garrett Wilson.
G5.
Ooh. Hmm.
Hold on, bro. Let me go back to the Amon-Ra one, bro. I think that one, like me personally, bro, he get used in the slot, and he's getting all these catches, bro. Like, I don't know about that one. I mean, numbers would say Amon-Ra, yeah, but bro, T. Higgins a beast, bro.
No, T. All right, but I'm not taking him over Amon Ra.
I'll say Amon Ra, and I'll go with G5.
Okay, that's that. Devontae Adams.
At this stage, mm, at this stage of their career, ah, T. Higgins 26, Devontae 32.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh, I mean, I would take Devontae
Okay.
because even though he's a little older or he's older by 6 years, T. Higgins coming off a year where he ain't even get. I'm looking at the numbers now. His last 2 years, he ain't even get. Well, the year before last, he ain't even get 700 yards. Last year he didn't get 1,000. I mean, he missed 4 games and he missed 8 games the last 2 years. And let me go to Devontae numbers. And even though Devontae he's getting older and he's not the same type of player he was, but he's still effective. And shit. I mean, he still had 1K. Last year he had 1,063, played in 14 games. The year before that, he had 1,144. So I'd still take Devontae Adams.
Okay, that's another one. Brian Thomas.
Shit. I would take Brian Thomas.
Hmm. Okay. Um, Nico Collins.
I would take T.
Oh, Nico.
I would
Hmm.
take T.
Interesting. Mike Evans.
Evans.
DK Metcalf.
I guess I'll take DK.
Okay. Tyreek Hill.
Cheetah.
Devontae Smith.
Smitty.
Uh,
You know what? I would take Nico. I would take Nico. I'm tripping. I would take Nico over T. Simply because Nico was leading the league in receiving yards before he got hurt. And that was like his breakout year. And he's the number one for the Texans. T Higgins, obviously, he's not the number one. I would take Nico.
okay. DJ Moore.
DJ.
You said DJ? Okay. Terry McLaurin.
T.
T over Terry?
Yeah.
Okay. Drake London.
T.
Good choice. Malik Neighbors.
Malik.
Damn. Oh, okay. Sheesh. All right.
I
Uh,
think highly of Malik and Brian Thomas.
okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. JSN.
I would take T as of right now, but I think JSN would be better.
Okay. Uh, Cortland Sutton.
T.
All right. Zay Flowers.
T.
Okay. Jamison Williams.
T.
Puka.
I'll go Puka.
Darnell Mooney.
T.
Uh, Keenan Allen.
T.
Jalen Waddle.
T.
Debo Samuel.
T.
DeAndre Hopkins.
T.
Tyler Lockett.
T.
Okay. We don't even need to say the rest of it because most of them like wide receiver twos and threes and all that. Oh, I got one more name. Stephon Diggs.
T.
All right, cool. With your list, he's top 20. You said there was 15 better than him, so he's 16.
Yeah, yeah. I think if we talking wide receiver 2, I think he got paid the most as a wide receiver 2.
Yeah, ain't nobody else paying a wide receiver 2 that much money.
Yeah, he got paid the most.
I'm not paying a wide receiver 2 that much money. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Honestly, I would have traded him.
Or yeah, that too.
I would have traded him and just drafted another receiver.
For sure.
There's in a system where you have Jamar Chase on one side and Joe Burrow as your quarterback, you should be able to fit in a top 3-round receiver and be just fine. Plus, he's missed some games in the last couple of years, so I would have been fine with just trading. You might not get the value back in year 1, but down the line, year 2, year 3, you should be able to recoup what you can get for T. Are we talking about a guy who has been in the league 5 years? He has 2,000-yard receiving seasons and one season with more than 10 touchdowns, which was last. I think you can replace him and be just fine. Like you telling me, if you bring in a guy, I'll just throw a name out there. If you bring in a guy like Trey Harris from Ole Miss, or you bring in, I think anybody. I think you could put somebody like Isaiah Bond and he would be okay. It may not be like that, but I think he would be fine. You talking about if you trade T, you possibly get a 2nd-round pick back. You can look at a guy like Luther Burden. I think they would have been just fine. Or if you wanted to take another 1st-round receiver, shoot, Matthew Golden right there. You can take
him. I like Matthew Golden.
So you reset the financial part of that, and you can pay Trey Hendrickson now. And they still letting him seek a trade, but they trying to pay him, and it's just like,
I thought they paid him 1 year.
They might have today. They might have done that deal, but
yeah, I think I saw they agreed to a 1-year deal. I think I'm about to check.
That's a 1 year.
They hold on.
A 1-year deal would be crazy.
Or they say they working to get him.
You talking about somebody that's in their prime and led the league in sacks last year, possibly getting a 1-year deal? That would be crazy. Even Saints fans is still mad because they let him go.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like that would be wild. But that deal was just crazy because you paying 2 wide receivers and the rest of your roster just trash.
They banking on outscoring people.
I mean, yeah, that would work. But you talking about scoring? You was having a problem last year when you had to score 35 a game against teams, and now you gonna have to do the same thing again this year. You banking on your quarterback staying upright. So
yeah, that too.
I don't like that type of move, man. That's risky. But hey, it ain't my money. I ain't paying them. So,
Hmm.
uh, just sticking with the football thing. We was talking yesterday. Talking with some of my guys. And they was talking about, obviously I live in Dallas, so it's talking about the Cowboys. It's talking about the whole thing between Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
What do you think about that? What's your take?
Shit, he got out while he could. Smart man. Very smart man.
Did you think he was wrong in what he said?
I mean,
Was his assessment wrong when he says that they not trying to win a championship? Was
I agree there. They just trying to sell tickets. That's all they're trying to do. And it's proof because they haven't really made any moves. They're literally a worse team than what they were. They're not. You're not going to win anything with Dak Prescott. Let's just get that out the way. No, it is no disrespect, but you're not going to win anything with Dak Prescott. You don't have a running game. You might need to. I understand they got Williams from the Broncos. We're gonna see how that go. You don't have another weapon on the outside, opposite of CD Lamb. Your defense is all bark and no bite. They some front runners. Um, Michael Parsons, like hell of a player, but you don't want to be the NFL version of Paul George. You don't want to do that. You know.
you out of pocket?
I'm
You
just saying, bro, like at some point they gotta stop this. Like, we lose a game, we go on a podcast. It's like, bro, like I feel like me, I don't know, it's just me. I'm a fan, and compared to them, I don't probably know the game as well as they do. But this is me. If I'm in a 16, 17 game season, whatever, why am I potting? My focus is on the season. That shit can be in the off season. My focus is trying to win a Super Bowl. I'm not trying to pod with other niggas, other team, like other opposing teams. I'm not, or discussing what we did wrong on podcasts or what we could do right for the next week. I'm not trying to do that. And I feel like that's just stupid. But, these guys that get paid the big bucks, Michael Parsons is a hell of a player. I mean, he's playing well, and he's podcasting, so obviously he feel like he's doing something good. But I feel like as one of the leaders in the locker room, as they say, there's no way he should be podcasting during the season, or like, or doing that shit on social media with Marcus Lawrence. Don't get me wrong. You got to take up for your team, but like, come on, bro. Really? And
yeah,
DeMarcus Lawrence knew what he was doing.
yeah. Of course
He knew what he was doing.
he put that out there for a reason. He wants people to know that this team is not serious about winning, and they aren't. Um, every move that they've made for the past couple of years has shown that they are not serious about trying to win games. They're not. If you look at the Cowboys, tell me one move that they've made in the past couple of years that's shown that they ready to change the narrative about that team.
Shit.
There is none. You
Yeah.
was
Ain't
you
nothing.
you let Kellen Moore walk. You hired Mike McCarthy to coach your team. You was fussing about having to pay Dak Prescott. You was fussing about having to pay CD Lamb. You was fussing about having to pay. You still fussing about having to pay Michael Parsons. Like, you talking about your best players on the team, you're not gonna pay them. So who you gonna pay? Nobody. Like, if you continually say Dak Prescott gives us the best chance to win, why is it so hard for you to pay him? If you're gonna continually say Michael Parsons should be our franchise player, why can't you pay him what he's worth? What is he worth to you? You don't even know. That's the problem. So I
Bro,
don't.
they really hired Brian Schottenheimer. You was better off keeping McCarthy.
Basically,
But I mean, we gonna see how it go. Cause I mean, bro, they are literally depending on what the Giants do. The Cowboys right now they're the third best team in the NFC East. And if the Giants make the moves that they should, the Cowboys would be the worst team in the NFC East.
basically.
If
But
they get, I don't know what the Giants, what their plan is at quarterback. Don't know. Me personally, I think they should just draft a guy. But you know, the Eagles, they the Super Bowl champs. The Commanders, they lapped you. I mean, that shit is laughable, bro. I was looking at this stat. With since 2000, like all the playoff wins each team got since like 2000 or some shit like that on Twitter. And our team, the Jets, I think we was like number 14 or 15 or some shit. And every team that's behind us, if your team is behind us in playoff wins, that is embarrassing because we haven't been to the playoffs in since like 09? And if y'all don't have more playoff wins than us, and we haven't been in 15, 16 years, that is embarrassing. You still on?
I'm glad you brought up that graphic about the whole not making the playoffs in a while. Uh, it's crazy that even still since 19 when was the Cowboys last championship was what 95?
Something like that.
Uh
Was it 96?
95 or 96. I think this year would be if they don't win this year, this season coming up, it would be officially 30 years. Not 30 years since they not even 30 years since they made the Super Bowl. I think it would be 30 years since they even made the NFC championship.
Yeah, it was 96.
How can you how can you call yourself America's team and you can't even win when America is basically giving you every opportunity to?
That's
Like,
embarrassing, bro.
like you spend the most money, you got the most resources, you got the state of the art facility, all that, and you can't win. Something wrong, bro.
They gotta fire Jerry Jones. Need to take a step down.
That ain't never happened.
They won't be a serious football team until he leaves the football team.
And that's exactly why they're never gonna win anything because he in control of it all. If Jerry Jones will learn how to just step back,
Kind of like, I mean, Woody for us. He admitted I gotta take a step back, and now he's letting the coach and the GM do their job. He admitted, he made mistakes by doing too much. So now, I mean, let's see how we do. But I wanted to. I saw Derek Stingley. He had got a new deal, which is very deserving. Shout out to Derek Stingley. Horn, he got his deal, which that caught me by surprise. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say the J.C. Horn deal caught me by surprise only because he's been injured.
Yeah.
But if you talk about the ability, he deserved that money.
Yeah, ability, he deserved it. But the injury thing is, yeah, I know talent wise you're worth this, but if you're not available when I need you, the fuck am I paying you for?
The biggest thing, and the thing is, when you the Panthers, that team ain't got that much talent already. So,
I mean,
pay him now and hope that he stays healthy.
he played last year 15 games, 6 before that, 13 before that, and his rookie year his rookie year he played in 3 games. So every year he's missed games. He hasn't played a full season. I mean, 15 games was kind of a full season, but I mean, basically it's a full season. But if you're basically paying him off that 1 year, I mean, the second year he played 13 games, but you basically his most recent year was his best year. For all you, hold on, let me say this, bro. Let me say this. Because I'm tired of the disrespect, bro. I'm really tired of it.
I already know where you going with it.
I'm sick of it, dog. I'm sick of it. I'm gonna say this, bro. For all you motherfuckers disrespecting Sauce Gardner, bro, like he's just some random nigga out there playing corner, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Did he have his best year last year? No. Is he still one of the best corners in the game? Yes. Does he deserve to get paid way more than fucking J.C. Horn? Yes. Is Stingley, bro? Yes, bro. He deserves to get paid a little more than that. Because what his agent going to do is walk in there and say, 2 All-Pros first 2 years. Yeah, he didn't have his best year last year, but you can't take away 2 All-Pros. And he's available. You can't take that away. 17 games. His rookie year, he had one of the best rookie years as a corner of all time. You can't take that away. Second year, had a hell of a second year. Third year, to his standards, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't just chopped liver. Like, come on, bro. Is he better than Surtain? No, he's not better than Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain is the best corner in the game. We gonna put that out there. Darius Stingley had a hell of a year last year, but we not gonna forget he had injury issues too. Sauce been available. He don't have those injury issues. If you gonna say, the only thing you really can say about Sauce is tackling, and he didn't have his best year last year. And I guess you could throw in penalties last year, but he's available. And he's still one of the 5 best corners in the game.
I gotta think about that one.
Bro, I saw this thing. It said Pat Surtain, Stingley, Sauce, and Horn. They said one gotta go. Majority of them comments said Sauce. And I'm just like, bro, y'all are so fucking prisoners of the moment.
As a personal preference, Sauce will go.
We not talking, we talking
But
strictly what they've done.
as a personal preference, Sauce will go. As a performance perspective, Horn will go. And that shouldn't even be a question. Like you gotta like you said, you gotta be on the field. 2, you gotta produce when you're on the field. JC Horn is a great player. I love JC Horn. But like you said, two All Pros, first 2 years in the league, defensive rookie of the year. That resume is crazy. I have 2 problems with Sauce.
And if we talking Stingley, his best year not even better than Sauce's best year. What we doing? And then his second year not even better than Sauce's second year. Bro, what we doing, bro? That's why I say, bro, people are so prisoners of the moment. It's what have you done for me lately? You're comparing, huh? No. I'm not talking about you because I know how you are. I'm just saying people in general. Bro, he had one down year and, he sucked. He trash. Nigga, the whole team was fucking trash. What we talking about? It wasn't just him. Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit sad, bro. Like, niggas is prisoners of the moment, bro. But it's cool. We gonna bounce back. Shout out to my boy Sauce, man.
I'll say this. If you comparing those 4,
Horn is not a top 5 corner. Let's just put that out there. Top 10, okay, maybe.
In the league, no, he's definitely not a top 5 corner.
Can you if we going off last year, Stingley is a top 5 corner. We going off last year.
He's top 5 regardless. I don't care.
Man, all right, bro.
He's top 5 regardless, bro.
I think last year solidified him as a top 5 corner. That's just me.
Yeah, he's top 5, bro.
That's what I just said. If you going off last year, he's a top 5 corner. That solidified that.
But even still, for me, it's been more of Sauce's numbers were great rookie year. Great. Amazing year. Sophomore year had a little bit of a slump.
He was an All-Pro.
Yes, he was, but at the same time, I didn't think he deserved to be an All-Pro his second year. I didn't. And last year was, I'm just gonna call it what it was. It was horrible. That shit was horrible. This is me. I ain't everybody else. This is me.
I don't know, man. I can't say horrible, bro. I can show you horrible. It ain't. I can show you. I can show you horrible.
No, there's worse, but
if you compare it to what
for his
what he like them first 2 years, I get it. But
yeah, for his it's been. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good, but
the whole defense was bad. But I can't ignore the fact that the penalties come into question. 3 years he's been called for 20 penalties. It could have been more, but he's been called for 20 penalties in 3 years. And number 2, in 3 years he's got 3 interceptions. That's a problem for me. I need you to be able to take away the football. I need you got to be able to do that for me to put you in those conversations. You have to. That's for me. That's always been. If you want to be put in that elite conversation for cornerbacks, the elites took the ball away, and 3 interceptions in 3 years is not gonna cut it for me.
Yeah, before we spending Year 4, we spinning that block. That's all I gotta say.
He has to, or you can't you can't justify paying him top cornerback money if he has another year like he did last year. You can't.
I think you gotta give him and G5 that extension, bro. You got to.
You have to based on how the team is constructed because you don't have nothing else.
You got to
let DJ Reed walk. You threw Devontae Adams out the window, which was the right decision, and your second best receiver is Allen Lazard. You ain't got no choice. You got to keep your young talent in the building. There's no question about that. The problem is there's not a lot of young talent on the team. So where do you go from here? You got Quincy Williams, you got G5, you got Sauce, you got Brees Hall. Outside of those 5,
you want to throw Braylon Allen in there?
not yet. I won't throw him in there yet. The one I wanted to throw in there, if he didn't get hurt last year, and he went to Florida State. I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I had a problem with this dude.
Hold on, bro. Wait. You want to throw Sherwood, McDonald?
No, not yet. Sherwood for me right now is an overpay. He had a lot of tackles. That's great. He was out of position a lot. He was very easily blocked out of position a lot. And a lot of that is not on him. A lot of that is for the people in front of him. But at the same time, to justify paying you that much money, you're going to have to be better. And I understand he played safety in college. You playing linebacker in the NFL is different. It's a big difference. But I need to see that progression happen before I crown you something that I don't think you deserve yet. McDonald showed promise. Some games where he looked like, okay, I see why we drafted him so high. And there's other games where it's just like, bro, what is he doing? But he's a young player. It's bound to happen. He got to get stronger at the point of attack. He got to be able to play the run better. But pass rush ability, pure third down pass rush ability, he like that. I give him that. I'm never going to knock him for that because he showed up when it was time. So we'll see how that goes, man. It's just
we gotta pay G5, bro. We got to.
You have to. If you let Garrett walk out the door, you basically get into that conversation of we not serious about winning either. Because he's as talented as any receiver in the game. That's just how it's going to be.
Top 10 receiver.
I have no issues with that. If you look at the quarterbacks that he's played with,
he top 7 to me. I don't care what nobody say.
You ain't gonna hear me say different. So
I got him in my top 7.
I think he an animal, but when you play with Zach Wilson, a shell of Aaron Rodgers, 2023 Joe Flacco and Mike
White.
And yeah. It ain't no conversations to be had. And he's still putting up 1,000 yards every year. We're not having conversations. There's nothing to really talk about. But before we switch to basketball, I do have a question for you. Since we was talking about it. Give me your best player in the league at these 3 positions. First off, we're gonna start with defensive end.
Oh, let me look some names up real quick.
I got my answer for that.
What's the other positions?
The other positions that I was going to ask you about?
Yeah.
Middle linebacker and safety.
I got mine for safety.
Already?
Yeah, I already got mine for safety. I done said this on Twitter before.
Who is?
The best safety in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best safety in the NFL is Kyle Hamilton.
Okay.
And far as the best DN, I low key want to say Miles. But I like I like Max though. I like Max. But damn, you got my man from Pittsburgh, Micah. Well, ain't Micah a DN or they use him as a linebacker? Nah, yeah. You got TJ Watt, you got Micah, but they use Micah like I'm gonna go Miles.
Good choice.
I hate. I mean, hey, he took the bread. I understand. He took the bread. I get it.
He had no choice.
Took the bread. Hey, shit, nigga. I probably. I mean, I would have did the same thing.
Exactly. Okay.
I mean,
What y'all talking about, man?
and you said linebacker. Shit.
I'm almost 30 years old. You think I'm not finna take 40 million a year?
Oh, best linebacker. I I still will say Fred Warner. I still will say Fred. But the safety one, I got Kyle Hamilton.
Okay. The reason I asked those three positions, I thought defensive end for me was no question. I was gonna say Miles no matter what. For me, linebacker and safety was the ones that I had trouble. I had trouble picking who was gonna get that top spot. Safety, I like Kyle. Kyle is a great player. It's tough for me though because I really want to. I really, really, really want to give some props to Kirby Joseph. He right there. I don't. I'm gonna say this. I don't know what people classify Brian Branch as,
Bruh.
but his name for to be in a lot of as far as best DB in the NFL. If he played like he did last season, that name won't come up a lot. I'm just putting that out there. I ain't saying he the best.
I agree. I agree.
That name gonna be up there. As far as linebackers go, it's tough, bro. That's tough. I will tell you the most underrated linebacker in the league is an easy choice. That's Levante David. Um, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna say this. I know that Fred Warner gets a lot of love. He gets a lot of love. But if Zach Bond put up another season like he just did in Philadelphia, it's gonna be a conversation to be had.
Hmm.
That's the crazy thing is that's another player that the Saints had in their building.
Bro, why are they catching strays for you, bro? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
It's not a stray. I'm just saying, bro. When you think about it, you think about how bad the Saints are. Think about all the players that left that team that's now playing well. They have nobody to blame but themselves.
Bro, why are they catching strays?
It wasn't meant to be a stray, bro. It was just
Yes, it was.
it wasn't. It was just an observation of players that was in that building. They they let walk away. That's all I was saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's wrong, bro. You know what you're doing too.
Saints fans don't hate me. I hate y'all team, but don't hate me. All right, man. We switching it up. It's basketball time. We closing in on the playoffs. First things first. Before we go into anything else, I gotta say this. LeBron James was never and is not hurt. I don't know why people haven't caught on yet that every year he does the same thing about 20 games before the playoff starts. He tells the team, I need to rest. They give him about 2 to 3 weeks. He comes back right before the playoffs start so that he can get ready again. That's just how it is. He's 40 years old. He should be allowed to take those times. And at the same time, it allows the team to play and build that camaraderie without him there. Luka's still there. He's a fucking superstar. They gonna be okay. Austin Reeves still there. He's still balling. He's healthy again.
Their biggest thing is they just got to get healthy.
If
They
there's
got to get Rui back.
that's the one. I still don't know when he's coming back.
They said he could be. They was talking about think was it Shams? It was talking about that yesterday. He could return within this week, same as LeBron. If not this week, then next week.
It doesn't. As I've always said, for them, it doesn't matter what seed they get. As long as they're healthy, they're gonna be a problem. For a lot of other teams, seeding is important because if you look at it, let's say if we look at it right now, I think the Lakers are what, the 5.
They did a 4. Let me check.
So if you're looking at it right now, of course, OKC in the West, OKC is number 1. Yeah, the Lakers are 5. So right now, it's OKC. Houston is back at 2. Denver's 3. Memphis 4. Lakers 5. Warriors 6. Uh, Timberwolves 7.
Yeah.
Clippers 8. Right now, Sacramento is 9. Dallas, with all their injuries, is still at 10. First of all, before I go into anybody else, Phoenix Suns, y'all are a fucking disgrace. Y'all have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. And the Dallas Mavericks with no Kyrie, no Anthony Davis, and half the rest of the roster gone, still ahead of y'all. Y'all not serious, bro. Y'all not serious. Y'all not, because there's no reason for that. And if you miss the playoffs with those 3 players on your team, bro, just blow it up, blow it all up.
So, what seed do you think the Lakers in?
I think they finish around 4 or 5. I think they would rather have 4, but I think they finish at 5. If the playoffs started today, this will probably be the matchups.
I'm looking at it right now too.
Probably be OKC Clippers, Rockets Timberwolves, Nuggets Warriors, Lakers Grizzlies. The Grizzlies don't want that. I'm gonna just tell you right now, they don't want that. They don't want that.
I don't think OKC want that matchup in that second round, bro.
The Lakers, hell no,
They don't want that.
not in the second round. And I can tell you right now, the team that should be the most afraid is Houston.
Oh yeah, not even close.
You telling me I got to play Anthony Edwards in the first round, and then if I win, I got to play either Jokic or Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler? What? I love the young core for the Rockets. Jalen Green having his best season of his career. He's still not shooting the ball efficiently, but he's playing better. Shingun he's a building block, and Thompson is a dog. But they not ready.
You think they got to trade one of them guys away, make a package for somebody?
I would. I'm if I'm being honest, I would have traded Jalen Green a season ago. I think Jalen Green is a good young player, but I can get something for him. Now, what am I trading him for? That would be the question. My question to you is, I wouldn't trade him in my conference. That I wouldn't do because there's not a lot of players in my conference that I can swap him for, and we just better. That as far as like not the best player on the team, like obviously OKC not trading Shea, LA not trading Luca. So I would look to the other side. Would you just looking at these two teams? Would you trade Jalen Green for Darius Garland? What side would say no?
I think Cleveland should say no.
What would the Rockets say?
That's a lot of point guards because they got Van Fleet. They still got Reed Shepard.
Van Fleet washed up. I don't even know why.
You still got Reed Shepard. And
That
I
man,
don't know.
Fred Van Fleet is shooting under 40% from the field this year.
I don't know what they like. I don't know how they're gonna play Thompson, point guard, off ball,
Point forward.
point forward. I mean, he's what 6'6". So he's like 6'8", ain't he?
Let them set up the offense and have the guards come off the wings.
Yeah, but I don't know, man, because like with the Cap, you don't want to mess up that backcourt. You don't want to mess that up.
You should say no.
You should say no. You don't want to mess that up.
There's no reason to make that trade.
What was the other team?
The next one I was gonna say is if you was the Hawks, Jalen Green and Trey, who says no?
I mean, I would do it.
If you're who?
I would do it but I would do it if I was Atlanta, I would do it.
I would too.
I would do it.
I would just have to see what else you give me.
Because that Trae Young shit done reached his course, bro. In Atlanta.
Has.
And you put him on a team that like to run and play defense. Got some guys on there that's gonna play defense. Young, athletic. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna say Miami for some reason.
Miami don't have anything.
Yeah.
That's worth that value outside of Bam. They don't have anything else. That's literally it. No, my last team is gonna be Jalen Green for LaMelo Ball.
Oh, if I'm Houston, I'm doing that.
What about Charlotte?
Charlotte probably wouldn't do that. But LaMelo has to get out of there, though. I don't know where, because he even said he wants to win. But I don't know where you send him.
You're not winning in Charlotte.
Yeah, you're not winning in Charlotte, bro.
I think Gilbert Arenas brought up a good point, though. The best place for Cooper Flag would be to go hope that Charlotte gets the #1 pick. That would be a good spot for him. That would be a big three of LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Cooper Flag. It would be nice. It would
It
sell
would
tickets.
be nice, but
They ain't winning nothing, but they.
that's what I'm saying. And LaMelo is in his prime.
Where are you putting LaMelo? What winning team would let LaMelo be LaMelo?
That's a good question.
LaMelo plays a certain style of basketball that not many teams are willing to hand the keys of the franchise over to.
Yeah, he's about to step into 23 years old. He's still young. I ain't gonna say in his prime, but he's stepping towards that direction.
I'm looking at all the teams that's at the top of the conferences on both sides right now. For me, I would say there's 3 teams he could go to where he could impact them and have them winning, but I don't know if they would ever win big. The 3 teams I would say is Houston would be one of them. Golden State would be the second one. The reason I say Golden State is because Steph Curry is about to be 36?
37. He just turned 37.
Yeah, he on his last legs. As much as he run around, he on his last legs. He ain't got much left. So those 2 would be it. The last one would be the Pacers. I think if you swap Halliburton and LaMelo, I think the Pacers are a better team.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think LaMelo could do everything that Tyrese does outside of take care of the basketball.
he made sure he said that.
Yeah, because Tyrese don't turn the basketball over. I'll give him that. LaMelo does turn it over, but LaMelo a better scorer. He can pass just as good. And when they want to, if you ask me who plays defense better, I don't think either of them play defense. But if you ask me who plays better defense, I would take LaMelo.
LaMelo locked that man up.
Get Halliburton out of here, bro. Uh, so we talked about the matchups in the West. Right now, do you know the Eastern Conference only has 6 teams with a winning record?
I was just looking at that too.
The Hawks are the 7th seed, and they 32-36. The Chicago Bulls are the 10 seed.
God damn. Yeah, I'm looking at that shit now.
28-39, bro. That's nasty work. That's nasty. That's filthy work. That's a disgrace.
Hey, I would keep an eye if it stays 4 and 5. If it stays how it is, I keep an eye on that Bucks and Cavs series.
Right now, I would pick the Cavs to win in 6.
Yeah.
Right now. But if Bobby Portis comes back and they in sync, that series is gonna be tough.
They have the best player in the series.
They might have.
He could get if he could play like that. Then what you was about to say could be right. If he could, you never know.
I almost said it. I almost said they might have the best 2 players. I almost said it.
He could. That's what I'm saying. If he's still capable of getting in that bag, which I think he is, then it's fair game.
Yeah, I would still pick the Cavs to win in 6 though. Right now, it would be that. All I'm saying is this: Cleveland gonna win, But a series with Cleveland and Orlando again would be fun as hell.
How many players are better than Paolo? We talking about we talking about what man? I couldn't imagine, bro. I can't imagine what he would do with an actual point guard. I mean, no disrespect to Cole Anthony. I don't think he's a starting point guard in the league, but he's a solid off the bench point guard.
Yeah, he's more of a 6-man.
But if they had a point,
their point guard is technically more. What's his name? Franz. He's more of a point guard than anybody else.
But he ain't really a point. If they had if they had a point guard, like a point guard, bruh, they a few pieces away, bro. Because I'm looking at all these teams, and not a lot of these teams got a better one option than Paolo. I'm looking like on the east side. Paolo would probably be the best player on. He would be the best player on the Pacers. He would be the best player on the Knicks. Pistons. I think he'd be the best player on the Pistons. Cade is a dog, but I love Cade. He's been one of my favorite players to watch this year. He's one of my favorite players in the league, period. But Paolo would be the best player on the Pistons. Celtics, obviously, we already know. Bruh, you don't think Paolo will be the best player on the Pistons?
That's tough.
Bro, you know I love KD. But I think, bro, what Paolo was doing in the playoffs last year, bro, come on, dog.
K one of the ones, bro.
I think it's neck and neck because of what K been doing this year, but I was still, bro, what Paolo, bro. That nigga a dog, bro. That nigga's a dog, bro. Like, it's like slightly, though. Like, it's like slightly.
I can give you that.
Like, very slightly.
Yeah, I can give you that. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot of players. Even shit. If you want to be real on the Cavs, bro, it's not a lot of niggas playing that, dog. If they get a few more pieces, I am telling you, bro, not a lot of people obviously watch the Magic, but bro, that man Paolo, dog, hey, I'm telling you, bro. People be saying who could be the face and all that. I don't know if he has the shit that people will be saying you need to be the face, but his name, it gotta come up, bro. Let's on the court. We just talking on the court. Bruh, that man is a fucking man amongst boys, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. That nigga's a beast. That nigga's a beast, bro.
I like Paolo, bro. I'm gonna just say, when he on, ain't too many.
They just need a guard. They need a point guard. They need a solid point guard and they need a big man too. Shit, bro. They need a lot, if we being honest.
Yeah,
they definitely need a point guard though. I will definitely say that. 25, 7, and 4. Nigga he just had 43 the other night. He had 34, 43. He had 24 last night. 24 and 11. But he had 34, 11, and 4 against the Pelicans. That was March 13th. March 14th, he had 43 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot the ball 32 times though against the Timberwolves. And against the Cavs, he had 24 and 11. He struggled from the field though. 24, 11, and 7, and a block and a steal. Shit, he had 4 steals against the Pelicans and a block and 4 assists. I'm just saying.
Cavs gonna win that series, but it's gonna be fun to watch.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
He giving Evan Mobley that work.
Oh yeah, he giving Mobley that work for sure.
It's gonna be fun to watch though. I can tell you this much: if we get that Knicks and Pistons series,
I got the Pistons.
Boy,
I got the Pistons.
Knicks might be in trouble.
I got the Pistons simply because I feel like Cade can be the best player in that series.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Jalen Brunson. I love Jalen Brunson. Jersey. But Cade he's different, bro. Cade is different.
It's gonna be fun, bro. That's all I can say. It's gonna be fun. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's gonna be fun. Who's your MVP?
SGA.
Thank you for being a real one.
SGA, for sure.
It's just when one team is 13 games in front of the other one, I don't care what numbers you putting up. That got to play a factor. And he leading the league in scoring.
Yep.
Doing this every night while being a part of the best defensive team in the league.
Then the next thing for him is to do what he's doing in the playoffs and win.
Basically, there's nothing else.
That's it.
Bro, his shooting splits are crazy. He's shooting 53, 37, and 90. While giving you 33, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and almost 2 steals a game.
Bro, just imagine. Bro, the Clippers really could have kept this man. However, I don't know if he becomes the player he is now.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he becomes who he is now. Because I'm not even gonna lie. I watched a lot of him at Kentucky. I did not think he was gonna be like this. I figured he'd be good, but not like this.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting him to be better than Devin Booker. If you just talk about looking at the players that went through Kentucky, I thought Devin Booker was going to be, which he's a good player. But Shea just.
Do you think Devin Booker done
plateaued?
Since that finals run, you think he done went down? I think it's the whole.
I think he got hit the wall because there's not. He's always going to be he's always going to be a decent scorer. He's going to be able to give you 25, shoot about 45, 46, 36 from 3, somewhere around there. He's 28 years old already. What's the next step?
He's not a playmaker.
It's not saying that he can't be one.
But that ain't his strength.
He's not a bad playmaker. I'll say that. He's not a bad.
But I will say this though. People don't give him the credit that he deserved for the role he played on that Olympic team.
I already said.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying in general, like.
Yeah, I've already said outside there was a lot of talk about the MVP and who should have won it, this, that, and other. There was no question who the MVP was. It was LeBron James. After that, next for me would have been Anthony Davis. And after AD would have been Devin Booker. And then after that would have been Steph. I thought Devin Booker played better than Steph in the Olympics. I just did.
Steph just had them last two
The
games.
last 2 games he went off, but you got to take in the whole body of work. He was trash in the first couple games. Big trash. But when they needed him the most, he came through. I give him that.
Yeah.
We talked about this already. I'm just looking at it again for all NBA. Just looking at it, LeBron needs to play. He needs to come back and play 7 more games to be considered.
I think who we had who was on the first team?
The first team was Shea, Giannis, Jokic, Tatum, and the last one was.
I think they're gonna get extra to Donovan Mitchell, bro.
I don't remember who the last one was.
We was like, would you put Cade or LeBron? And I started thinking about it. Like when we ended the podcast, I started looking at numbers and I was looking at records. I'm like, bro, they're gonna get extra to Donovan Mitchell. I think Cade and Bron probably gonna be second team.
I think Donovan Mitchell's name did come up.
This is my
they
look at that record shit too.
This is my question. If you looking at it, if you just looking at it purely take out records, has Donovan Mitchell been better this season than Cade?
You got the numbers in front of you?
Yeah, I got him. Cade averaging 26, 9, and 6. Mm-hmm. Shooting 46, 35, 86.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell is giving you 24, 4, and 5. Mm-mm. 45, 38, 82.
Cade, a legit argument could be made that Cade has been the best, one of the top 3-point guards in the NBA this year.
My thing is,
already know Shea is one, obviously.
My thing is, if you're gonna give it to Donovan Mitchell because his team is in first place, then
you think
that means that what's his name from OKC should make a all NBA team.
Who?
Jalen Williams.
Hey, hold on. You remember when we was talking about why they won't win it? Bro, I don't, and I figured out what I really wanted to say. I couldn't really think about what I want to say. As a second option, I don't think he is that reliable.
I think he's a good player, but when it comes to playoffs, if he's your second option, then I'm not picking him as the favorite. That's just me.
I do think that Chet will end up being probably their second option. Like if they keep them, I think Chet will end up surpassing him and becoming the second option.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think Chet is a good player, but I think his role becomes more as a defender than actual scorer. And you have to – it's hard to call plays for Chet as opposed to Jalen. Jalen can handle the ball. He can pass. He's not as good as like with the reads coming off the dribble and everything, but he's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player. But let me ask you a question. Him or Austin Reeves?
As the 2 option?
Just who better?
Who's better? Him.
As a 2 option?
Him.
By how much?
Not much. I think they're actually about even as far as players. I think he's probably slightly better. I think Reeves is probably slightly better offensively. just the gap defensively is kind of
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't think Reeves is I don't think he's Trae Young bad.
He battles on defense though, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He gonna fight. He gonna battle. It's just Jalen a dog on defense.
Just say he white, bro. That's why.
No, hey, Caruso white, bro. Like,
but he's still a good defender, but he's not the same defender as he was.
No, he's not the same defender he was, but
I think that's why I said like that him as a second option in that lack of physicality is what I feel. And I had said defense, but they obviously they're number one defense. But I feel like that lack of physicality inside, that's what I was trying to get to. The lack of physicality inside, and Jalen Williams as a second option. I'm just not. Because like who would they play in the first one? He said the Clippers.
Who?
The Thunder.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna beat the Clippers, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually a battle. Because I mean, yeah, Kawhi ain't the same Kawhi, but playoff time. I mean, Kawhi is still one of the best playoff performers we've ever seen. But
okay, speaking of that, I saw somebody talking about this. They were talking about who had the higher peak between Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant.
Who had the higher peak? KD.
Okay. I agree with that. Who had the better playoff peak?
Kawhi.
Okay.
But even then, though, you look at KD numbers in the playoffs, you like,
Who are you taking in the playoffs?
Who I'm taking in the playoffs? Kawhi.
Ooh. Okay.
No, hold on. What Kawhi are we talking about though?
If you take the best version of Kawhi in the playoffs versus the best version of KD in the playoffs,
what is the best version of KD in the playoffs?
Is a good question.
The Warriors one?
I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna say this. That 2012 playoff KD
was magical. However,
he was something serious, bro. He played against Bron in the finals. I get that.
Yeah. However, what people forget, you may know the year Kawhi got hurt,
2014
Golden State, he was balling.
Yeah, Kawhi was killing. He was killing.
Was that the year right before he went to Toronto?
Kawhi was killing the Warriors. No, it wasn't that year.
The following. That wasn't the year before Toronto.
He went to Toronto for
2019.
He only went to Toronto for 1 year.
Now I'm saying the year he got hurt with the Spurs, did he go to Toronto the next year?
No, the year he got hurt with the Spurs was 2014, was it?
Nah. That was like
MVP. It was 2017.
It was 2017?
I think it was 2017 when he got hurt when they was playing the Warriors. And Zaza undercut him, I believe. Yeah, I think that was 2017. Because that was the year the Warriors played the Rockets in the Western Conference, wasn't it?
I'm about to look. They had won 61 games. That was 2016.
2017, yeah.
Yeah. So, right.
Third quarter game 1 against the Warriors when Zaza undercut him. That was 2017. And then
he was balling.
2018, he was out.
Yeah.
He sat out the whole year.
Bro,
and
he was balling.
Nah, Kawhi, hey, bro.
So that's why I said, like,
he don't get hurt. Warriors not winning. The Cavs win in 2017.
And then the Toronto one, run.
There's not many runs that was better than that Toronto run.
But then it's like, if we talking the best version of KD in the playoffs, you would have to say the year he went to Golden State and they won it. You would have to.
I think that was the most efficient.
His best, you would say 2012.
That's tough, bro, because like he's so consistent when it comes to the playoffs. Like, because bro, I'm gonna just say this that run where they went to the finals, that 2011 2012 run was he was on it, bro. He averaged 29, 7 and 4, but his Warriors runs was definitely like crazy. Like the Finals MVP runs was crazy because especially that first one, bro. That man he averaged 28, 8 and 4. His shooting splits, he shot 56, 44, 89. Like that was crazy. Then what he did in the finals was the numbers was just
Nah, that with the Nets, that when he dropped that, I think he had like 53.
oh when his foot was on the line.
Yeah, that shit, that was probably his best game in the playoffs. Yeah, that was his best game in the playoffs.
KD numbers in the
One
playoffs
of them.
like ridiculous.
Nah, he had 49, 17, and 10. 70% shooting, 44 from the three.
Bro,
Two blocks. God
do you
damn.
do you see his career playoff numbers though? In his career, he averaged 29, 8 and 4 on 40, 48, 36, 87.
They say, I'm looking at something, they say his best playoff performance was against the Cavs in game 3, 2018.
Yeah, when he was on the Warriors, his best game single game performance. I think it was when he was with the Nets.
I think it was that 2021. I think it was that. I think that was the. But that shit was crazy. But I don't like Kawhi. Don't got them. Don't have that type of game. But playoff time though, bro. I would say. I would say Kawhi. Like.
I don't think there's a wrong answer, but if you're talking about the peak, I would probably say Kawhi playoff peak might be a little bit higher because we talk about both ends of the court. That man was he done had some battles, bro. Kawhi done had some battles.
Well, they was asking who was the better of them two.
Yeah, who peaked higher? I think regular season Kawhi was probably lower than KD, but playoffs I would probably say Kawhi peaked higher.
Yeah.
But it's just that he just made that shit look so easy sometimes.
Yeah. KD different, bro. It would be great in Miami. Yeah, he would be great. That shit crazy, dog. Nigga Kawhi though, like
That's crazy, man. I don't know.
nigga stupid. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, they said so yesterday. They said you will be back by the end of the week. So
You said what?
Rui,
Mm-hmm.
he should be back by the end of the week.
Nigga, is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? That shit was so funny, bro. Nigga, is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
But nah, anything you got? Anything else you got before we?
Nah, man. I don't really got nothing else. I don't really have nothing else. Getting ready for these March Madness games, man. I just want to say salute to the ones who been leaving comments on Facebook. Shout out to y'all. Little bit of traction. You gotta, keep building that up.
Yeah, I see it been going crazy under your video.
Yeah, my guy Jay. My guy Jay, man.
Speaking of that, the contacts we was trying to make after the last pod, how that's coming.
One of them, one of them said he good. The other one never reached back out, and the other one I ain't even try to contact because I think he got the coach and player. I think they like tied together, so I don't know if that's why, but I know one of them. He said for sure, like he'll come on. But he said it had to be like a Sunday because like workouts and stuff like that.
Okay, we'll set it up, man.
Bro, what's up, bro? You got the DJ and the lady head coach. What's up?
I told you, the DJ is one I want when we bring back our music show.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
That's my guy, bro. He be on there, bro, spinning the records and shit. So
What about the head coach?
the head coach, I'm actually gonna tag her now. Uh,
Wait, you about to tag her right now?
yeah.
Come on the pod. I got some questions. We got some questions, but particularly me. I got some questions. And you said she won what, state?
Yeah.
All right. Hey. Yeah, man. We need to bring her on, man. Now I logged out of my Facebook. I was gonna be able to see it. Let me see. And what school is it?
Oh, the Oakdale Lady Warriors. Shout out Oakdale, Louisiana. Yeah.
I would ask where that is, but I do not know. E.
All right, I just tagged her on there. You should see it come up. But yeah, man, it is for the podcast. We here every week, man. New show every week. Talk about what's important. We know March Madness coming up. I don't know about Corey, but y'all might see me popping up on the timeline.
Hey, it's this. Hold on. I think I told you. It's this. Fuck. I think I told you. It's probably in our thread. Like we could be watching the games and we could be like on like streaming the game. Well, streaming us watching like a March Madness game. And like on the app is like people will be watching us, watching the game. Like basically like a stream. But I'm trying to figure out that app.
I'm down with that, bro. I'm down with that. Cause tomorrow I'm watching my Tar Heels, bro.
Y'all gonna lose, bro?
They can't disappoint me because I'm already disappointed. So they can't make it worse. We're not even supposed to be here, so you might as well just go play free. It's just what it is.
Man, all right, bro. All right, bro.
But nah, man, it is for the podcast, man. We're gonna be back every single week, bringing you a new show. I promise y'all. I hear y'all. Our music show is coming back. Don't worry, it's coming back. We bring it back because the feedback was crazy.
I got a lot of questions with music, bro.
I know you do. That's why I said we
I got
gotta
a lot.
we gotta bring it back because I got a lot of guests lined up that want to come on the show, talk music. Um, so yeah, we finna see, bro. We finna see. But shout out to the Florida Gators winning the national championship. I'm just putting that out there, just like everybody else. But we've been saying that for a while. So yeah, you know, that's just what it is. It is for the podcast from my brother Corey. This has been Mike. It's a blessing to always bring y'all some good content. But until next week, we out of here, man.
Yes, sir.